And good morning from Scotty Ray and Candace. Today is Friday.
It is. Thank goodness.
We've got beautiful weather lined up this weekend. You will not see me talking about severe weather weekend. So good news on that.
I'm glad. I just wish it would hold off the rain for Monday.
It's coming.
It's still coming.
40% chance. And you've got is it West Lauderdale?
High school graduation, my son. Yep.
So that's
Senior this year.
Are y'all like doing a big party at the house afterwards, or he don't want to have nothing to do with y'all that night?
No.
You know,
He'll probably throw his hat up and say, "I'll see y'all later." No, I don't. We're not going to plan anything for that night, but he is leaving for basic training June the 1st, so we're going to have like a cookout before then. So. Anyway.
Big blowout.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. We've got the Threefoot Festival going on this weekend. That'll be downtown Meridian. The Clydesdale, 6 o'clock this afternoon. We'll show you the flyer in a minute. Let me see. I think I got it here. Let me pull that up. It's a parade this afternoon at 6 o'clock, if you can make it out for that, for the Clydesdale. Let me pull this up. Here it is right here. That's tonight, downtown Meridian at 6 p.m. So check that out. Come down. See, they're beautiful. They really are. And then tomorrow, of course, they'll be back for a 3 p.m. parade downtown Meridian, all a part of the Threefoot Festival. This morning, I think we've got the folks from Salvation Army set up downtown Meridian. They're doing coffee, just kind of awareness for everybody. And with all this, Candace, we got a special guest in with us this morning who's been a part of Meridian. It really does it. Let's do a little cameo appearance over here. There he is. There's Joe.
Good morning.
How are you, Joe?
I am fine.
There you are, there where everybody can see you real good. 20 years in business. It happens this weekend at the Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville.
That's right. We opened in 2001, and believe it or not, it's been 20 years. It's kind of hard to believe. In a way, it feels like yesterday, but then in a way, it feels like 40 years ago. But we've had some good times, and we've had some very, very faithful customers that have continually shopped with us over the years, and just really supported our family and our business.
Well, it has a lot to do with what you do for the community, because y'all are all about it. You know, when the seniors, y'all had all the pictures of the seniors last year when they were getting ready to graduate around the store, and during a time where you couldn't go see anybody.
Yeah, that's right. It was I'm not sure who come up with the idea. I'm sure some of the ladies at the store, but it was a pretty neat time that we were able to put up all the seniors' pictures and the baseball and football and the band, and give everybody a chance to see it at the store when they couldn't go to the schools or whatever. So it was fun, and we do try to stay really involved with the community, with the high school and the churches, and so it's been a good 20 years.
So what happens with this 20th anniversary? Now y'all got a big what we call a throwdown tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, we got the tent up out front, so we may have a shindig. But we do have a little 3-day tent sale. We've got a lot of meat items and produce and some grocery items out in the tent. We're going to have a lot of activities tomorrow. At the store, we're going to have a little opening ceremony thing at 10:30, and going to have some cake and a little time just to enjoy everybody coming by.
Let me throw this up on the screen, because y'all are going to have, if I'm not mistaken, door prizes also, and we're looking at this here. Door prizes, right?
That's right. A lot of the vendors, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Frito-Lay, a couple of the bread companies, a couple of the meat companies, Mariah Foods, and Southern Food Groups, all out of Birmingham, have given us some door prizes.
Great.
Like the really good ones, too.
TVs and the little cooler. I'm not sure if they can see it on the screen, but the little cooler from, I think, Pepsi. It's really neat.
I see it there in the background behind the bicycle.
Refrigerated cooler, yeah. And like the bike is from Coca-Cola. The TV, I think we're giving the TV away ourselves. So we've got some nice things, and I think that we've had a lot of people register for it.
Oh yeah,
that are neat prizes. We're tickled over that. So let's ask this: after 20 years, what have you learned, Joe? Because you kind of went in this being your own. It was a big step, wasn't it?
It really was a big step, and I told somebody yesterday, had I known now what I knew then, I probably wouldn't have done it. But I was just too dumb to know what I was doing, I guess. No, not really.
I know what you mean by that, though.
I had been in the grocery business for 15, 18 years before. It's basically all I've ever done. And the opportunity came that I could open up that store in Collinsville, and I always felt in my heart that it would work and be successful. And I have been very fortunate and blessed to be successful in our business. So it's just you have to take care of your customer, take care of your community, and just do what you think they want you to do to make them happy, and make them coming back.
Right.
Now, let me ask this, because I'm kind of out of touch on this, because I was out for a little while there. But you used to do the steak eating contest. Y'all still do that?
We did, of course, last year we didn't do anything because of the pandemic, but up until 19, we had it for about 10 or 12 years.
Yeah.
And we decided not to this year. We had some other things going on. But yes, we used to, and it was really fun and
So
funny.
is Lee Taylor like the
Scotty Ray
world
wants
champion?
Yeah, I think Lee Taylor holds the record. He's probably won it 7 out of 10 years, I guess.
That boy could eat. Did you ever go see him?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I
he
didn't.
could he could put that steak away. And he
Yeah.
asked me about it this year. He was raring to go. I think I disappointed him.
I imagine so. And also, don't forget, y'all got crawfish and stuff still going on?
We do. We'll have some crawfish tonight, and of course tomorrow. I think they're actually going to be cooking some crawfish out front. So
Great.
we'll have that going on, and we got probably a couple more weekends in May, or maybe through May, on the crawfish season.
Okay. Well, anything else that we need to know? What time door prize and everything? When do everything get underway?
Yeah, we're going to start about 10, and I think we'll start giving the door prizes away about 10:30, and just to finalize things again or repeat that I appreciate our customers. They have been so good. We have some very faithful ones that come in every week, every day. We have the thing that's grown probably more so now is our breakfast, our men's breakfast club. They have a lot of good times over there. We have a
They
big
meet every morning.
meet every morning and talk about it and
Solve the
get it
world's
all figured
problems.
out. But we have a big breakfast crowd. So just thank you again to everyone.
You know, what I've noticed all through the years is like it's so personal when when you come in there. It's not. I mean, it's not like a store where you go in, you don't know anybody, and nobody comes up and says, "Can I help you get something?" I mean, it's always somebody there walking around to help. Usually, you're there walking the aisles, just making sure, and it's a spotlessly clean store. I mean, it's just been always a joy to go in there, and even on like Halloween, you always have had little festivals and stuff, and just go above and beyond, to make sure the kids have a good time, and we appreciate that.
We do a lot, like around the holidays, and Connie Joyner works. She's retired from Weems, and she's been with me about almost 2 years, and she loves to decorate.
Yeah.
So every holiday, Easter, Mother's Day, Valentine's, and Christmas.
She's on it.
She's on it.
Cross at Easter was beautiful.
Oh yeah, that was. And so she enjoys that, and Christmas is a big time for us. There's always a lot going on then.
Well, we appreciate you, Joe. And again, the Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville celebrating 20 years this weekend. Come out tomorrow for the giveaways and the throwdown, as we like to say.
That's right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe. We appreciate you dropping in. Thanks a lot. Again, Joe Williams there with Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville. Thank you, Joe. We appreciate that. Always a fun time out there. We got some good mornings to say. Some folks that are up stirring today and doing a few things. Let's see here.
That's right. Let's see. I see where Jan Bushman, she says good morning.
Hey,
Good morning,
Jan.
Jan.
Hope you're doing good there.
That's right. Alicia, Fisher, good morning to you.
Patricia Boswell is up stirring along with, Terry Carter. Good morning.
Yeah. Ann McKee, good morning to you. And Pat Banks, good morning from Macon.
Macon, Mississippi. Oh, good morning. Sunshine up there today. From Murfreesboro, Tennessee, good morning to Miss Joyce Godwin watching us. Also, Stacy Down Smith, how are you today?
Charles Helms, good morning.
Yeah.
And he said good morning, Joe, but Joe just left.
Joe has left the building.
Yes.
It's like Elvis. He's gone.
That's right.
So, Linda Jane, we appreciate you watching there. Lots going on this weekend, as we mentioned. If you hadn't been out, this is the time to get out and just really enjoy yourself. We've got sunshine. There's no pandemic restrictions on you, finally.
Can't y'all just breathe? I mean, other than just taking off the mask, breathe. Don't you just feel like you just can breathe again?
Yes.
I mean, just like, I don't know. It just feels good to be back to some kind of a normal.
Yeah, and this is as close to normal as we're going to get right now.
Right.
let me ask this: how you feel about this? Because you get a ticket in your car if you don't have your seatbelt on,
Right.
Anytime. You ever notice where school buses don't?
They don't
You
have
ever thought?
seatbelts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, they don't have seatbelts. And I guess, what if they had a wreck and they couldn't get all the kids out? Maybe that's
Louisiana is getting ready to change that as they are getting ready to put this before the governor of requiring it on school buses. Is it a good idea or is it a bad
I
idea?
don't know about it. That would make me nervous because what if the bus caught on fire? What if you had a wreck and you had to get all these kids out? Could you get them out in time if they couldn't get themselves out?
But you flip that coin of if a bus flips over, it throws you.
I mean, it's kind of a thin line as to what you need to do right there. I don't know. Because I do know that we were in a school bus wreck years ago when I was in
High school?
School. It was like junior high or something. And we like rounded this curve on a dirt road and the bus slid and we hit an embankment.
Right.
The side of the bus just slammed into it. And everybody that was on this side of the bus flew to that side of the bus. I mean, so you are just like moving around. The upside is usually the buses now have these like real high seats.
Yeah, they do.
And they're padded. So if you did have to,
No, I'm telling you, when I remember, remember the metal bars that were on the seat? That's what that used to be there. And if you slammed on brakes, your face hit that metal.
Yeah.
They've changed a lot. That was what, 1937?
Yeah, but now like the kids would have to stand up to see over the seats usually.
Yeah.
So
I hadn't walked on a school bus, and probably since the sixth grade. This is the last time that I was on one.
no, they do have like emergency exit door in the back and stuff, but still that would make me uneasy to think if I was a bus driver, what if something happened and I had to get all these kids out and they're in seatbelts? That would make me nervous.
So we'll see. There's pros and cons on both sides of that as you think about that. So Louisiana may be the first state that throws that out there. Another story that I saw this morning was the 95-year-old man who gave away. He was an organ donor. Passed away at 95. His liver has been given to a 60-year-old woman. Seems to be working fine.
That's great.
So, and I'm not an organ donor. I can't tell you why, but I know a lot of people do it.
I've thought about change. I don't think I am on my license. I don't think I'm marked on that, but I'm really thinking about changing that.
I ain't thought about it. I ain't gonna lie. It's just something eerie in my head. I
really?
can't. I know it's a great thing. Don't get me wrong. It helps a lot of people, but I had to really ponder on that a long time before I could do that.
Yeah, because I mean, when you're an organ donor, you donate all your.
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. That's
Even
what happens.
eyes, I think.
All of that.
Yeah. So.
As we mentioned, this was the parade that's coming up this afternoon here for the Budweiser Clydesdale. They'll be in downtown Meridian. If you can make it out, the kids would love to see this. 6 p.m. is showtime. So, 5:30, get downtown and check all of that out. That's one of the things going on. Also, don't forget, in the morning, also at 8:15, the riders will be there. The Wounded Warrior Ride takes off from Chunky River Harley-Davidson at 8:30. So if you want to support that, and again, you can get into contact with them at Asphalt and Iron there on Facebook. That's one of the ways. And then more doings as the 3-Foot Festival gets underway tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. And there's a lot going on with that.
I know. And like, I really hope we get to go to see this. We got a little birthday party to go to tomorrow, but for my son's, one of his classmates. But I hope we do get to go see it.
Yeah, it's good. I wanna get down and check it all out. Also, I was let's see if I could find. I know they've got a listing of everything that's going on, but I forgot to get all that hooked up. So maybe I'll find that here in just a second and get that to where we can show everybody what the activities are that are going to be. And that is not where I got that.
But if you're out in Collinsville, you need to go by the pig because if they're having that.
Yeah. All right, here's the schedule. I got it now here. What's coming up there is going to be 6 p.m. tonight, the art parade, Clydesdale there at City Hall. Dancing in the streets. I guess it'll be a live concert there for you to go to tonight. That kicks off at 7, ends at 10, and then they'll be setting up tomorrow morning with the vendors. And 8 o'clock, they'll have a 1-mile fun race that I will not participate in because I couldn't make it.
Me either.
I support you guys that do that. Then they'll have the ceremony, and then at 10 o'clock, they'll have some more. Downtown Festival opens up, and just a little bit of everything throughout the day through 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Now, I did see a story, and I don't quite get this. Car shows typically deal with old cars and things that are fixed up. This was paint your car art.
Art car.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a little different for me.
I would like to see that. I bet it's neat.
I think they're going to coming in from California. Some of that.
You know, there's probably all kind of neat, things. There's a lot of good artists out there that can paint.
I just never thought of that being on a car. Is where I'm going with that conversation.
I think of like when you're painting on cars, graffiti, but this is probably like some major artwork. I was stuck at a train track the other day, and I got to watch all the graffiti go by. On
and that's all it is on trains.
Yeah, people just decorate those trains up.
They do.
You'll see some not so nice things on there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure this car art thing is going to be a really neat thing. I'd like to go see that.
Downtown Meridian. Then, of course, same time, Joe, at 10:30, his giveaway there in the Collinsville community. Check that out. And that's all the community events that I know of that are going on this weekend. There may be some more within this downtown that I'm not aware of that's going on. So enjoy it.
Yes.
I don't understand how this can happen. I've seen movies where they do this, where somebody gets, a knock on the head and they get amnesia and they don't know this, that, and the other. But a woman, apparently, this is supposed to be legit. She woke up speaking with a new accent.
I wonder what her accent was.
She was Australian to begin with. Now she's Irish.
Oh, Irish.
Yeah. That's
I might
got
wake
to
up
be
with a British accent. I don't know. Hello, Scotty Ray.
And I saw one of those shows where Angie, what is it, Lifetime or the Hallmark Channel, where the woman bumps her head and she wakes up in the 1940s from.
Yeah.
It caught my attention for about 30 minutes. And I sat there and watched that. But I guess that can happen. And it's a part of the brain that gets jarred that makes you talk the way you do.
I know. That would be odd, though, to have a different accent when you wake up.
Yeah. So that's one of the things that's going on across America. And now next we go to the, you might be, is the word I'm looking for maybe a
crazy?
Or freak maybe. And I don't mean any harm by it, but this is just, it's odd. A woman in a divorce, she gets divorced, and the husband gets custody of the children.
Well, that should tell you a little something. There.
98% of the time, the wife gets it. It doesn't matter what happens.
You have to be really
something going on behind the scenes.
That's right.
Well, he gets the kids, so she goes and buys all these expensive dolls to replace the void in her life of her children not being there.
I mean, that's really kind of sad.
Those are fake babies.
It's sad. It's kind of scary though, too.
I
mean, she looks like she's all into it.
Oh, she is. She's
like, these are real looking.
Those
dolls.
Yeah, and here's a picture of all of them there.
What's the one on the left over there? I'm kind of scared of that. The very end.
Yeah.
What's that one? The pet.
Like
a werewolf, baby.
I can't answer that. But what was that movie? Werewolf.
Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, that's the
Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Oh, and there's a monkey over here.
It sure is.
Banana.
Well, there's all types in this world, is what we're trying to say.
Yeah, she might have been getting a divorce for a reason. You think?
Yeah. Wouldn't you like to talk to her husband for a minute? Her ex-husband. Let me rephrase that. The gunman that was at Times Square has been busted. He ran out of gas, and they found him at a McDonald's in Florida.
Oh. Huh.
Busted him right there. McBusted is the headline.
Ran out of gas due to the Colonial Pipeline fuel shortage. It's kind of ironic.
It is. It is there. So that's another big headline that was going on this weekend.
Craziness.
It is.
You have not said one word about my hair.
I didn't notice it, to be honest. It is got a little something going on.
I put more highlights through it. Now I really look redheaded. I think it's these lights, though.
Yeah, that.
Look, every day my husband comes in and I got foils up in my head again. I'm walking around with tinfoil in my hair. He's like, oh my gosh.
He ain't coming.
Here we go.
Has he told you what he liked yet?
I mean, I don't know. He's gotten used to it, I guess. But
we may have to do a
I
poll.
look like I'm on my way back blind, but.
Are you going back blonde?
I don't know what I'm doing, really. I'm kind of liking it. With these lights on, it looks more red.
You know why?
It's really like more brown.
No, it ain't. It's red.
It ain't.
It is.
Which I don't care. I like red hair.
I'm looking at it.
I like red, though. I like it better than the dark, because I look better with some light around my face. Yeah, you never know, though.
But I had not noticed, because we were talking to Joe before
Usually
we went
you give me-
live.
Yeah.
And then, boom, there it was. I hadn't even looked up at the screen until you said that.
Yeah, usually Scotty Ray's hounding me about my hair, so
It's fun.
bring it up. My necklace is.
The new color
Sideways.
of Candace today.
This is today's color. It might be a different color Monday. I don't know.
Depends on how her mood is over the weekend
Right.
there. Let's talk about our friends out of Freeman Tractor. And, of course, what a great place to go to. If you're looking for a lawnmower, or if you've got a lawnmower that needs, well, a tune-up, you need some blades, you need a belt, anything like that, an oil filter. Yeah, lawnmowers now have oil filters. Go see Cole or Buttermilk, Coleslaw. He'll help you there. Exmark, one of the best lawnmowers that you can ride, that you can buy and purchase. It'll cut your grass time in half if you're still using the old lawnmowers. Starting at $29.99, we'll get you into one of these, and you can go up to the bigger sizes, depending on your yard there. If you want a little bit, the number one brand, and that is the Skag. There it is there. Dual tanks on there where you can fill up and ride around. If you got a small yard, that probably lasts a month or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, depending on what you got there, here are the different styles that you can choose from. Freedman's got them. They'll let you try it there, see how you like it, and feel those controls. They're wonderful there. Cab and air conditioner tractors along with open cab if that's what you're looking for. And if you don't have a tractor that has a front end loader, you're missing out on life. I mean, they're really nice. And, of course, bat-winged and galvanized here. What this is right here, this keeps your implements from rusting. It'll stay with you. How many times you had to weld your parts back together because of that?
We need one of these bat wings
Ooh,
things go
that'll
down
cut
our
your-
driveway because that's what somebody used to use to like go down the pond down.
Yeah.
You know.
You don't have to get as close that way.
Right.
See?
We need one of those extension arms.
See, look at that,
cut the
all that
grass.
you need. Forks, the whole 9 yards. And if you're looking for an ATV, they've got them. Da Vinci, made in Texas right now, 0% for 60 months. They can take care of you. You're looking for cab and air, they can order that for you where you no longer get wet. Windshield wipers, all of that stuff there. There it is, the 550, the 750, the racing, any color that you may be looking for, all at Freeman Tractor here in Meridian. See them on Highway 494. Take a left there at the Volunteer Fire Department, and it'll lead you to the front doors.
That's right.
Weekend is here, so everybody's just itching for this Friday. This is
I know it's
one
a
of the
lot going on this weekend.
so
A lot of
80
events.
80-degree weather and no rain.
It's going to be a nice weekend. It's going to be really nice to be able to get outside and visit with family. And we've
Yeah.
got a little ball game tonight. My son's playing baseball, my little one.
Is that here in Meridian or where y'all got to go to?
Sickalina.
Sickalina ball
Yeah.
field.
That's right.
Well, y'all ought to have a good time there.
Oh, I think we will.
And I asked this question because I don't know. Does soccer happen during this time, or is it just baseball at this time?
I think it's mainly baseball right now. It might be some soccer going on too. We have not. My older kids played soccer. My son just finished up, a little while back, school soccer, and they had the awards thing not long ago. But I know school soccer is pretty much, I think, done. But I'm not sure. A lot of things do kind of cross.
But I know
over,
during the winter, I always see posts of people freezing to death
Oh,
at
yeah.
soccer games.
we have literally been freezing at soccer games. We have our little buddy heater usually sitting there, but yeah, it does get cold, and you sacrifice anything to get out there and watch kids play. Though you just get out there and freeze to death.
Right. I think Linda Jane Lunsford had a dream where she's been sniffing glue this morning. She said she wanted to wake up beautiful and have a flat stomach. I don't know.
Me too. I mean, I seriously, my stomach,
I saw. Did you see
got the
this
muffin top thing
floating
going.
around Facebook where it shows the guy's belly hanging out the front door, hanging out the door?
No, but it's big, be hanging out the door.
Yeah, you can't even see him, but you can see his gut hanging out.
When
So
you see your stomach coming before you see you, like the rest of you coming, you got a problem.
you might have been eating too much pandemic food.
That's right. When's it be?
But it happens to. But and truly, does that really matter on a man?
I don't think it's as like.
And I know a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, that's a double standard."
Well, no, I mean, I don't think people. I think it affects women more than it affects men. I think.
I mean,
I might be wrong, but I think women care about it more than men do.
because women are crucial. I was in a store not long ago and I heard this other old girl call her a possum gut. Look at old possum gut on that girl over there. I said, "Oh, getting dangerous up in here."
I need to lose some.
No, I
weight
did
so I
not.
can fit back in my clothes.
I want to go on the record. I did not call you a possum gut because did y'all hear that little? I thought,
I'm
oh,
still claiming mine's baby fat. He's 7. I don't think I can use that anymore.
it's hard to shake, isn't it?
I know, yeah.
I don't know how actors do that to where they put on weight, lose weight for roles and stuff. Because once I
don't
get
either.
it, it's with me.
Who did we show the other day? That Wahlberg guy?
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg.
Oh my! He better get to doing some exercising like quick. But Anyway, yeah, it's hard to lose after you. It's like you gain weight quicker after you turn 40 or 45, or that was my case. I just gained quicker. It's harder to lose. It really is.
I think so too.
I mean, I don't want to be a beanpole. Like, I don't want to be thin like that. I just want to be able to fit back in my clothes. That might be a lost cause, Scotty Ray.
It could be.
I might just have to get me a whole new wardrobe. Anyway.
Linda Jane says hers is comfort. COVID, little, and also, who is it? Jam Jam said they like your hair, Candace.
Thank you.
Let's see. Linda says your hair looks great. It makes you look younger.
Well,
Ignore.
thank you.
You
Y'all are
should
so sweet.
never ignore me.
Scotty Ray is hard to ignore. I haven't tried to ignore him. But
You try to say I'm loud.
no, I'm just picking with you.
All righty there.
Got to give you a little jab every now and then.
You know, we talked about this yesterday morning, and it's like dealing with terrorists. If you give in to any demand, it's going to cause something else to happen.
Right.
And it's the headlines this morning as you look at this. Cyber experts warn them after they paid that ransom to that, and then it didn't work. It's going to be more of them attacking different structures in the United States wanting that money.
You know, I would love to know exactly who the dark side is, and I would love to know if 100% they did pay a ransom, for sure.
Because there's some
What you
saying
think?
they
What you
didn't.
think?
I
Yeah.
think they did.
You do?
I think they did pay it. Joe says he's spoken to Putin and he had nothing to do with it. It's just a group out there that
It just
did it.
kind of makes you, it just is, it's a lot of coincidences right now happening.
Very.
So, you want to get rid of the pipeline. You want everybody to go to electric cars. What do you do? Like,
And I hadn't listened, but I bet that guy's on a roll that, and I don't even know if you'd call him, I guess you'd call him a conspiracy theorist. And I hadn't seen him on anything. Maybe they chunked him off Facebook and everything, but the InfoWars guy.
oh yeah, Joe, whatever his name is.
That's not Joe. Y'all
His name isn't Joe.
no,
Oh, I thought it was Joe.
Alex
He's
something.
loud. I just know
Yeah.
that.
He yells. I've
Real
seen him
energetic and
rip
loud.
his shirt off when
Yeah.
he'd get all mad. But I bet he's having a heyday with this. Alex Jones.
I just think I think it's just real coincidental, that a lot of this stuff's happening. I mean, after some of the stuff that I've seen go on with government, and I don't put it past any of them to like have this kind of be a little plan thing. I don't know.
You can't never tell. A lot of things are planned we don't know about across the.
That's right. If we knew everything, we would probably,
Yeah.
our jaw would probably drop.
I don't understand how this can happen. Number one, how he lived through it to begin with.
Right.
But a husband who, excuse me, there is married, and then maybe has a girlfriend on the side. And I can't see this happening in the United States. This is another country because I think our policies are written up so different when it comes to your life insurance. But oh boy, who has girlfriend has a car wreck. He's killed.
Right.
Girlfriend says, whoa, wait a minute. I'm entitled to part of his insurance because he stayed with me 2 or 3 days a week. He may have slipped over here, but I deserve it. They took it to court in Italy, and here's the headline. The mistress got part of the payout of the life insurance. Now, they haven't told how much the insurance it was, but
That is crazy.
could you believe that?
Yeah. First thing I think, though, did the wife and the mistress
Know about it?
know about each other, and did they plan it?
Oh, you mean take him out? Like there's more
Yeah.
to it. They've had movies about
And they
that.
split the.
Now, of course, Meridian, Mississippi is famous for this. If you've never taken the tour of the Rose Hill Cemetery, have you been up there and been through that?
No, I haven't. But I haven't. You talking about off of 8th Street?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
Queen of the Gypsies and all
a
that stuff.
big funeral, and they do this as a part of the thing. There's a guy up there that was a pillar of the community who was having an affair and died in his mistress's bedroom. Well, his wife was mad and wouldn't buy him a tombstone. Chucked him in there, and multiple girlfriends chipped in to buy his headstone because his wife wouldn't do it. And they tell the story of that when you take the tour of the cemetery. It is funny.
I need to take the tour of the cemetery. I just know that there's a lot of stuff going on about or every year they have some kind of a thing.
Yeah,
Like the
it's-
Queen of the Gypsies is buried there, and
But if you want to know history, take that tour because they really teach that so well of the people that stand by the different graves and say,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
this guy did this in Meridian.
and they
and-
dress the part
Yeah.
and everything. Yeah. I would like to go see that sometime. Isn't it around Halloween?
I think so.
Sometime, yeah.
Years ago, we took the tour. It was so much fun. And I went with Dr. Alan Brown one time. One of his books was written on all that.
Yeah.
Cool.
I I bet he has got all kind of neat stories to tell.
He
I've heard
does.
some of them when y'all have done the little things in the past.
He could
Going and spending the
rattle it
night.
off.
Oh, I don't know if I could spend the night in
Yeah, you
some of them
could.
places. I
I
don't
mean,
know, Scotty Ray. I don't know. I'm
well-
scared of cat when it comes to like ghost stuff.
Well, we need to plan something this year because I'm sure Alan will be doing a new book, and we'll have to do a little feature on it and let you come along.
Okay.
Because we used to do such a huge thing with
I
that.
remember like listening to it and stuff, what all y'all found and
And there was some unexplained things that happened in this world. The chick playing the piano was one of them.
well, I'm telling you that building right next up from the Meridian Star right there. What is it called?
Where Jeans is now.
Well, it's the one right next
Pickford?
to it. Yes.
Pickford building. That's
Yeah.
the one where the restaurant is now.
Okay, well, it might be the same building, but it's where the dress shop was.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a hair
part of it.
salon in it now.
Yeah, there's
something
things
going
come-
on up in that place. I'm telling you, I'm serious. Like I witnessed it. I
They
mean,
say
I
it
witnessed
is.
stuff happening. I told you about my daughter going in there trying on a dress when the dress shop was there. The sock come up missing. They found her sock that she took off came up missing while we were there. It was found in the bottom of a basket by the dressing room area, up under everything else, hangers and everything. Well, how did that happen? And then like we were walking down the stairs and she kept saying, "Mama, quit stepping on my dress." I was like 5 feet away from her, 3 stairs up. I wasn't touching her dress. She said it felt like somebody tugging on her
I've
dress.
heard that before.
And her battery on her phone died completely when we got up to the thing, and it was a full battery. We got ready to leave, and I looked at, I had like my keypad thing in my purse, and I
Yeah.
was looking at it, and all of a sudden my alarm went off on my car.
It's because you got all them powers.
We got we got out to the car, and her battery went whoop back up, full battery. It was crazy. I witnessed all that.
So she thinks it
It's
exists.
something going on. I've heard different things, and the lady that was there before said something about a vacuum cleaner turning on that wasn't even plugged in. They would come in every day. Stuff would be rearranged. Stuff would look like somebody had thrown stuff around just in there. It was really weird.
Well, as I told you, I had that vacuum cleaner turn on here when everybody was gone except me, and I can't explain it yet.
I'm telling you, there's some
It's
stuff.
weird,
It
but
really
we'll
does.
have to do some stuff with Alan as we get near
Yeah,
that this year. That's not really that long off.
yeah. It's not. Time's just flying on by.
You know, the I don't know if everybody, because Fox has not brought this up. I hadn't seen it. Tucker may do a story on it. I hadn't heard it. None of the other networks, but those 120 generals that sent the letter to Biden and says, "Hey, I don't think you really won the election, and you're not in real good health." Hillary Clinton joins the other side that says they should be ashamed for doing that. She's against it. Imagine that.
I don't really care what she thinks.
There you go. Candace has spoken. It is out there now.
Well, I don't really care what she thinks, but I'm sure there's a lot of people who think the same way I do.
Sally Long said that Alan Brown was her professor when she was in college, and he does an awesome job of it.
That would be neat, though, for us to do something. Like
Well,
that.
there's a haunted home not far from our studios here that we've been talking about going and doing.
Really?
Yeah, so we'll have to
Okay.
crying babies, the
Is this one down the road?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, Lord, I don't know if I can
axe
take it.
murderer.
Oh, I don't know about that now.
That's what happened in the house.
Yeah, okay. I
supposedly,
won't be
and-
in.
Come on now. And they say that it really does happen on certain nights.
Oh, goodness. No.
Can you
How
handle
do people live in places like that? I couldn't sleep a wink. I couldn't.
It's
I would
just
be-
weird to wake up and think somebody's staring at you or something is in the room.
Yeah. I did live in a house one time. That was an old house, and I was a teenager. Well, I was right in college, Anyway, I always felt like something was watching me in that house. It was really weird. And
It was your
I
neighbor.
told you that I woke up with my fan on high. I had turned it off or went to bed, watched it stop.
Yeah.
Woke up with the fan on as high as it would go, and I never even ran it that high. I had something knocked over on my nightstand. My picture was knocked over on my night. It was really weird.
She quit drinking the next morning.
Crazy.
LaWanda talked about she wanted to go to the tour that they do in Livingston, Alabama. Dr. Brown does. That is an awesome tour, too. That if
That
you ever
would
get a
be
chance.
neat.
I've used the word awesome twice this morning.
is-
I hadn't used it in 30 years. So what's wrong with me?
At least you didn't say totally awesome.
Yeah, that's those Valley Girl talk. I remember that from the 80s. Other headlines this morning, he once again referred to, well, I wasn't supposed to be answering questions. My people don't want me to.
That is the weirdest thing to me. I mean,
And
it's like he's 12 or something. Gonna get in
Miss
trouble.
Miss Circleback admitted that she talks to him about questions that he shouldn't take.
Well, she ought to know. She don't ever answer any that she's asked.
The leader of the free world being told what to do. Imagine that.
Yeah.
And this is still going on. As we look at Israel, it is massive what is going on. They're getting ready for a ground invasion. I think they've called up 9,000 troops, and they're not backing down. They're just going to slam it and take care of the problem as they have it now. And the Iron Dome, this is just pictures of what's going on over there.
I mean, I just can't believe that we have not backed them any more than what we have. You know?
Well, at least they are saying they are backing them verbally.
Well, verbally, yeah.
But I was kind of afraid that they wouldn't even do that. That was my fear that would change. But so far, it has not.
This administration, though, has said a lot of things, and they have not done them. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So,
As these different policies have been pushed out, and it has been a change in America with all these freebies. And in the end, it's going to be a lot of lawsuits come out of this, because no matter how you slice it, it has been discrimination going on of, well, this group can't qualify because your skin color is not right, and you can't. The farmers.
right.
And here's a restaurant owner that is placing a lawsuit for discrimination because of a restaurant owner. He says that he was denied it because he was white. We'll see how that goes.
Right.
It doesn't matter your skin color. You're an American. If you're
It
giving
doesn't-
money to this group, everybody ought to be available for
I don't
it.
think they're. I just don't agree with. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with people, being discriminated against in any kind of way. I don't care what color you are. If you're going to do for this person, you need to do for that person. If you're not going to do for everybody, don't do for anybody. You know, and it's like segregation type stuff. Where it's just this color for this and just this
It shouldn't
color
be
for
that way.
that. It should not be that color, because it shouldn't be that way. It
It's-
should be everything is open to everybody. Because I mean that's back years ago. You're going back in time. I mean
Right.
it's.
Headlines. This is one of those that makes you cringe here of a baby being murdered, and it turns out they've arrested the father for this. I don't know if you saw this on Facebook, but they online they did this plea about the whole thing, and then it turns out they've arrested him. He's guilty of something here. We'll follow this story as more of this information develops out of this. Just rough. We hate to see that. On a lighter side of the news, this is a pretty good little story. Adam Sandler, we mentioned that a couple times, where he went to the IHOP.
Right.
He gets turned away, and the girl gets on Instagram, I think it was, and said she'd messed up. She wouldn't have turned him away. Well, he goes back now to meet her.
Oh, okay.
So that is a pretty neat story. There she is with Adam. And he's made her famous. I don't care how you slice that.
Right. I think that was nice of him, though. He seems like he would be a nice guy. I don't
He
know.
seems it.
Yeah.
He comes off as one of those friendly, just pretty good old boys.
Yeah.
And let's hope he really is deep down. It does appear to be that way anyway. Let's see what else is going on.
Yeah, some things should go without saying.
Yeah, and this is one of those.
Yeah.
As we pull this story up, a teacher's aide claimed that she didn't know that having a fling with a 16 to 17-year-old was illegal. She's going to the pokey house now. She doesn't have a smile on her face now, does she?
She's 24 years old and was a teacher's aide.
Now, I understand there's not much difference in between 18 to 24. That's not all that, but your teacher's aide, they're still in high school.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
I'd love to know what the parents of the 16, 17-year-olds had to say about that. Because I think I would have a conniption.
I'm sure you would.
Like, I would be,
Yeah, that's one of those, though. But she swears she
jail
didn't
would
know it.
probably be the least of her worries if she had to deal with me as a mama. I'm telling you, it would not go good.
Let's see other things that are going on. Don't forget about Tiffany Blue this weekend, as she's got so much going on at her shop. You can drop in and see her inside the Atrium Mall, inside Meridian, or in Quitman, Mississippi, inside the Rustic Couture. I almost said that wrong,
That's
didn't
right. And you can check into Tiffany Blue on Facebook, and you'll get a 10% discount at the register. We have graduations going on right now. A lot of high school seniors, if you need to get a senior gift.
Yes.
She has everything that you could think of in there. I mean, just from little cute house shoes, like furry slippers, to cute tops, swimsuit cover-ups, dresses, jewelry, just about anything you can think of. Also, like dorm rooms, if you want to decorate your dorm room or your home. I mean, because these dorm rooms get decorated like really modernized, fancy type stuff.
That's
now.
correct.
So she has modern artwork. She has these urns in here. You can put anything in. Modern artwork. She has some original artwork that she's done. Cute plates and little trivet things to put your put little things on. And
that's a big old bird there, isn't it?
It is cute.
I just noticed that.
Yeah, this.
I had to look
But
closer.
cute little tea towels that say different little sayings on them. I mean, just about anything that you could think of. She has rustic with modern, and you mix all that together, and it's just a real homey look.
Yeah.
But check her out, Tiffany Blue Decor Boutique.
And right there, Meridian RE Equipment. We'll send you there. Let's see here as we get ready for this. Have you ever had your picture made with the Clydesdale?
No.
We need to do that this week.
Them, though.
We need to have your picture made with them this weekend. It just shows just how big they are.
Yes.
Okay. Oprah, one of her big regrets, and she was interviewing Sally, and she's interviewed everybody, but she says one of her biggest mistakes that she ever did was she was interviewing Sally Field, and she goes, if I could take this back, I would. And Sally was really pouring her heart out to her, and the producers in her ear kept telling her to ask the question about Bert.
Right.
Ask the question about Bert. And the question was, does he take his toupee off at night? And she asked that, and she goes, Sally Field clammed up, didn't answer anything after that. She said the interview was over on live television.
Oh, God.
And she said, I couldn't take it back.
I mean, because you think he'd want everybody knowing that?
He was Bert.
I know.
I'm surprised that I didn't know he had a toupee. I knew it didn't move, but I just thought he had one of those, where they insert it in your scalp. That hair thing for men, whatever they call it. Ooh,
Like
that'd be painful.
Hair transplant.
Well, they take it off the back of your neck and they slice you and stick it in. And it's supposed to grow.
But that's some extensive stuff right there.
My
I've
thinning
watched.
hairline is going to continue. I'm not doing that. But
People go to a lot to have hair
to preserve that.
That's right.
And you can almost see it more with a lady. Hair plugs is what Armadillo said they're called. And I just can't do it. Not for me.
It would be painful, I would think, because a lot of times they insert some kind of a thing that expands your scalp to where it's like the skin to where they go. And I think they take some of that skin off and then bring your hairline more together. And then they put the plug. I mean, some of these things.
Now, many, many moons ago, when I was on the radio, they talked me into doing this thing to where you would sit under something for a while and it's supposed to make your hair grow back. And I did it as an experiment. And it did but the minute you quit doing it, it fell out.
Yeah. That's like that stuff that you Rogaine that you spray, like it has that minoxidil stuff in it or whatever. And I mean, I've seen that make people's hair grow. It's like, at first it looks like little peach fuzz on there, and then it starts growing. But like that, like you said, once you quit. That's like with this eyelash serum that a lot of people use. It really makes your eyelashes grow.
Now, does this work? Because you cut hair every day. Do you use the spray paint on men's head?
No.
I've seen that advertised.
No, I know who you're talking about. That Ron guy that always had all these different little inventions.
Fill it in and it's supposed to match your head?
It's like fibers that they spray in
Oh,
there.
gosh.
From a distance, that probably looks like really good, but when you get up on it, it probably looks like spray painted cotton candy.
Rick, how that would do in a romantic moment when she runs her fingers through his hair?
Yeah, I wouldn't think that'd be too good. Or if you get out in the rain, I mean, you probably have it running down your face,
Like Rudy Giuliani
Oh, yeah.
during that interview when he was sweating and it didn't look good.
That's bad.
2 firefighters have been fired in Los Angeles. If you've been keeping up with this, the Kobe Bryant, the guys that shared the pictures from the crash site, and that should have never happened.
Right.
That should have never been shared. That's pictures from a horrific thing, and that should not have happened.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Family, and we've had a little taste of things like that in our local area.
Yeah.
There's certain things that should not be shared.
I mean,
period.
why would you even think that is? I mean, I know people do it for like publicity type stunts and stuff, but why would you, as a person, as a human being, that if you have the least bit of a heart, why would you do that to a family?
Yeah.
I just don't understand people.
It was years and years and years after Marilyn's death that pictures started coming out after it. It wasn't at that moment there, but it was later. But
I mean, that's the most vulnerable time for family and people, loved ones. I mean, why would you do that to them? That's horrible.
it is horrible. And you think of that family.
Yes. I mean, that's just awful.
So keep it in mind. Let's see here. The weekend. Let's see what else here. This is a story, and I don't know exactly what to say about it. A few weeks back, it was the CIA released a recruiting video that was 100% based upon getting gay and lesbians to join the CIA. I would think as an employer, it doesn't matter what's that thing? Your sex, religion, none of that matters.
Yeah.
Now the U.S. Army has followed suit with this also, and they've released a video recruiting that. And take it for what it is, but you get into this, and it's an animated cartoon. If you've got time, I posted it on my page. Go back and look at it, see what your thoughts are. A guy wearing a dress, but this is what's out there. Do you agree with the U.S. Army doing that? Or should it be, no matter who you are, you can join the military, like it's always been?
Right.
But that's out there. And I'm not real sure what to say about that. I just wanted to put that out there where you can make your own opinion of it, of what's going on with the
Don't
military.
you think that it's kind of a slap in the face that stuff like this is allowed, but you got to take God out of, because you're going to offend somebody? People are taking God, the word God, or in God people are taking stuff out of songs that have been a tradition for years and years.
But you don't see a recruitment video going, "Hey, I'm a Christian and this is why I joined the military." You don't see that.
I mean, it's like, I get aggravated.
I understand that. This girl is tough as leather. I don't know if you know her well yet, but the Marjorie Taylor Greene that is from, isn't it Georgia, where she's from? So. She jumped on AOC, and now Nancy wants to have a investigation into it. She's calling it a verbal assault and abuse. Now, if this goes any further, I don't know. They've been after her.
Nancy needs to be the next one to go. I mean, and her, take her with her.
Didn't Nancy agree that she would not rerun for House Speaker?
I don't know, but I mean, yeah, this Green lady, I think she has a lot of guts, and she stands up for what she thinks, and I think that's what we need, more of that. I know everybody don't agree with everything she says or does or whatever, but I mean, I'm sure they don't agree with everything we say or do.
Probably not.
But I mean, there needs to be more people to stand up for what they believe in, that if they're conservative and they want to stand up for conservative rights, and I think that's a great thing.
And what she's done,
backing down, and
she's challenged AOC to a debate. And,
I've heard her.
She's not going to debate her. It is not going to happen.
That would be just like a stomping ground there.
Yes. It would be entertaining, I promise you. I'd love to watch that and see what become of that. But I don't see that happening. It'll never come to be, will it?
No, it won't. I don't think.
Now, as we move into this weekend with sunshine everywhere, it makes you want to do things in your yard. And that's where the Lauderdale County Farm Supply comes in. And they've got so much for you to take care of. If you're looking for shirts, clothing, you need work clothes, they've got that as well. Carhartt, one of the best brands there. T-shirts, we've got all of this there for you there. Blue jeans, overalls, handy. And then we go to the outside. This is where you can decorate your home, get anything. If you need a water fountain, always wanted one. They have those. And this is just one picture. They've got tons of the water fountains. That's it right up here in the center, right there. But a lot of those there. Flowers to decorate your home and make it the most, is it curb appeal I'm looking for?
Yeah, for outside curb
Front
appeal.
porch appeal. Maybe that's a better way to say it. They got plenty of the flowers to look from, and the things that I call daisies that's not really daisies.
It looks like a black-eyed Susan, but it could be a form of a daisy.
It almost at a distance, I would confuse that with a sunflower, but I know it's not.
Yeah, it could be like a form of a sunflower. There's all different forms of
Yeah.
it. So,
Had a friend of mine went down and bought a seed and planted some sunflowers in the pasture next to me.
I would love to have like a field of sunflowers. I think they're
Well,
beautiful.
we're fixing to have them next door.
Really? I want
Yes.
to come take pictures.
We learned a little bit last year after that of
Okay.
what works, what doesn't. But the farm supply can tell you exactly what to put in the ground. That's what was good about it. How much lime we needed and fertilizer, and we've got all of that. And they helped us with
If
that.
you're getting ready to plant a garden, they got all the vegetables.
Yeah.
You love to plant all these beautiful ferns that they have.
And if you got puppy dogs, they got all the supplies that you need for your dogs. They'll take care of you from toys to medicine, you name it, they got it there. Of course, insecticides and fertilizers to get rid of the ants. And if you're doing some cookings coming up for Memorial Day and don't have a cooker, they've got those as well. Check those out. And of course, all of your disinfectant and a large supply of work boots. If you're a working man, you need a pair of boots, or if you're just a weekend warrior, they've got what you need there. All your seed, feed, fertilizer for your horse and cattle, and guns and ammo. That's where you'll find it. The Lauderdale County Farm Supply. Exit 151 off exit is I-20. Hang a right, and it'll be right there. Right next to the train
All
track.
of your outdoor needs.
Yeah.
And indoor.
Clydesdales hang out next door a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Some other stories that are going on. We talked about that. This is the headlines that broke loose yesterday that was kind of coincidental with everything that's going on in America. Maybe it takes the light off of something else. And they're saying you can, if you're fully vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask anymore. How you feel about that?
I mean, I think it's kind of trying to still push people to get the vaccine, you know.
Oh, it's exactly what that is. And as you look at that, but it is a step in the right direction. We'll see how many. It doesn't bother me to go without a mask, period. Some people, I know it worries them to death, but I don't think that's our biggest problem anymore. So we can go maskless as we head into summertime.
I'm so glad that to be able to take the mask off. I have not had my vaccine, but I just say I ain't wearing that mask all the time. I'm just not.
I don't even have one
I will
anymore.
if they require it in a store. I will, abide by the rules and I'll put it on. Not that I like it, but
I had a camouflage one. I don't know where that went, but I honestly, if you were to force, I couldn't come up with one now.
Really, I have them in my car, in my purse. I've always got one ready, for my child if so. And he wears his around his neck all the time, just in case we need to put it on. But I'm just tired of it. I'm just like, gosh.
I agree, 100%.
Anyway,
Judge Judy back in the news, and you can't help but like Judge Judy. She did get a little political not long ago. That I wish she'd have kept her thoughts to herself, but she has done really well. She just taped the last episode of Judge Judy. She's moving to a new thing. She's negotiated a $47 million salary. She's 78 years young. 47. Let that sink in a minute.
So what's she going to be doing?
It's a new show that she's coming out with, and it will deal with being her as a judge, but it'll have a different twist than the old she had there. She taped the last show at 25 years is what that other one went.
I knew she'd been on a long time.
And I can't think of his name, but the bailiff, I wonder if he's going to the new show with her because, he's such a part of that show.
Oh, I know. I don't know, though, if he is or not. She ought to take him with her, though.
And she looks a little different there without the glasses on and the robe.
Yeah, and her hair's pulled back. But she's little spitfire.
She is.
She is. She didn't let him get away with anything up in her room. Now, some people, I'd almost feel sorry for them, because she'd cut them off and she'd clip their wings in a hurry.
That's the Judge Judy that I recognize there.
Yeah.
Now, she does go into this interview here saying, we've got problems in America when you cannot speak, freedom of speech. And she goes into that saying everything, this cancel culture is wrong.
It is wrong.
I agree with her.
Against, it should be thrown out of there. I'm so tired of it. Cancel culture. They need to get rid of all that mess.
It is.
And just say no. If you have rights, you need to enforce your rights.
And it's in some cases, you don't understand what they're trying to enforce. It makes no sense. You know what I mean by that statement?
Yeah. It's like, who are these people that get rid of all these words that you can't say this, you can't say all this? It's crazy.
When a man can't say he got a mistress no more, it's done got bad.
Lord.
And I say that jokingly, but that is one of the words, believe it or not.
It's just... can't say mother and can't say father.
Master bedroom is gone.
Right.
What do you call a master bedroom now? The big room?
Know. The main bedroom? I don't know.
I don't think of that as anything bad, but I guess...
If you get offended by some of these things, you have got more problems than just getting offended by words.
Yeah.
I mean, you got some issues. I'm sorry.
Get a job, I guess.
Right.
This is something that is coming. He's back. He's getting ready to hit the campaign trail. Once again, Trump will be returning. He's got 3 lined up. They haven't announced the cities yet, but 3 rallies are getting ready to take place, and this will be a benefit there to help out the 2022 elections that are going to be coming about. And it's rumored that it will probably most likely be like those airport ones that he done.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So do you think he's going to run again?
I do.
You do?
Trump-
I hadn't really decided if I think he is or not. I don't know.
He's not a man that gives up easy. He feels that he was cheated. And with his personality, I just can't see him walking away from that, of that one last time to prove that I was right. I think he's got to do it. And at this point, I know we're early into it, but I think the Florida governor will be his first pick. Mike ain't got a
think
chance.
So too. Yeah.
Mike is not going to be a part of that.
I do think that that the governor of Florida is going to be a big topic of discussion come time for the election.
It is.
So I think he'll be in the running. Hopefully, because he is I love his views that he
Jam up guy.
Yeah, I mean the stuff that he stands for, the way that he's handled his state. I mean, I know that they would hate to lose him as the governor, though.
But bigger and better things. Also at the same time, I think that is coming as we head toward that. But keep in mind now, over the next 3 years, it's going to be more bashings, more investigations, anything that they can go after him to keep him down.
That's right. And I just don't know, that would be hard for me to make a decision if I was in his shoes.
Which one, DeSantis?
Either one of them. Because, I mean, look what all Trump and his family's been put through, with stuff. And, I mean, DeSantis, he has little girls. He's got a family. I mean, I don't know if he'd want to put his family through all
I wouldn't want to be
craziness.
mayor because the politics just isn't worth it to me. I'm not a political
people
man.
are just brutal. I mean, they can be brutal, and your kids go through it with you. I would imagine.
Your whole family does.
Same.
And before you run for office of any sort, you better think about that. And but there are those that have that calling and they're good at it. Then there's those that don't have the calling that go and cheat their way to the top. And that happens locally, the state and federal. Y'all know all that goes on.
Yeah, in all areas, I'm sure.
Yeah. So as we get ready for another election, it's not that long off.
But we definitely need somebody that's going to stand up for America and try to get us back to a better moral standard in this country.
Well, one thing to think of right now, think of the
Whoever
things
that
that you
may be.
cannot go buy, that right now that you want, but you can't get because guess what? It's not made in America. Those were some very bad deals. And there's cars sitting, lawnmowers, tractors that have one part missing because it's made in another country because it's not made here that they can't sell.
Yeah.
So you can't get what you need.
That's right.
A piece of equipment that's sitting here in front of us. I ordered that in October. Just now got it. Took me, how many months is that? About 8 months to get it.
I saw somebody posted on Facebook yesterday. Said, I sure could go for a bad tweet and $1.79 gas right now.
I saw that. That was cute. And I agree. Because that would really be helpful at this point.
Right.
Golly. Let's again bring up what's happening with the Clydesdale this afternoon here in Meridian. This is at 6 o'clock tonight. Make sure you can make it down. It's going to be at City Hall. That's where this will be. Tomorrow they're back for a 3 p.m. route through Meridian there. The Threefoot Festival gets underway in the morning at 8 o'clock. They've got parades and everything there. Hopefully you'll make it down and enjoy that at some point, whether this afternoon or tomorrow. Let's see here. What was I doing over here? I was going to pull up the Salvation Army of what they're doing today, if I can get there. There it is, if it'll pull up and show me exactly what they're doing this morning. This is, this is downtown Meridian here. Let me show this, where they're set up there. Across from the EMBDC, that's 22nd Avenue Bridge there. They're set up doing a few things this morning. Hopefully you can drop by and see them. They do a lot when disaster hits. You don't think of it. They take care of, they help a lot of homeless people. Anything that you can do to help them, make sure to do that.
Yes, they do. Like if people have had house fires and stuff like that. They
One of the first on the scene there with the American Red Cross. They're good folks that get behind it and help folks.
That's right.
Give a bed to a lot of people that don't have one. You never know when you'll end up in a situation
You
like
never
that.
know. You cannot. I mean, don't ever say what you won't do or I mean, because you don't ever know.
So have you gone over and registered yet at Joe's to win the prizes
I
for
have
tomorrow?
not, but after seeing them, I gotta go register.
Some good
I mean,
stuff.
some really good things. I saw some Weber, looks like grills
Yeah.
or something to do with Weber. A big TV, a bicycle. What else was it? Some
Yes.
kind of little cooler from like a little mini fridge with a glass
Yeah.
front. I mean, really nice.
Let me see if I can pull that picture back up. I'll show you that of the prizes that are lined up for this weekend here. Let me turn that off. Is want me to send them a message. Mm-hmm. Almost there.
I
There
would
we
like
go.
to say happy birthday to my brother. His
How old is
birthday
he?
is today. I want to say Brian is 54, maybe 54.
Okay. Well,
Happy birthday, Brian.
Yeah. Here's the picture of the prizes that are going to be given away. Some of them there tomorrow, about 10:30 there at Collinsville at the Piggly Wiggly. If you can drop by and register, they'd love to see you there.
Yes.
All right, we've got sunshine lined out. You won't hear me talking about bad weather this weekend whatsoever. We'll release some news stories, but you don't have to hear me about that. It'll be Monday afternoon before you get wet again, and then Tuesday and Wednesday and so forth.
Oh, goodness. At least we got a beautiful weekend, though.
We did.
Yeah. At least we're going to have a beautiful day today. I hope everybody enjoys this beautiful day. Because, I mean, even if you have to work, just looking out a window, just seeing sunshine's nice,
Yes.
isn't it? Yeah.
It most certainly
And
is.
it's going to be almost like, what is it going to be?
Today,
temperature 70?
78 today, into the 80s tomorrow, the low 80s, about 82 tomorrow. So perfect.
Yes, perfect weather.
All right, we say thank you to each and every one of you for dropping by. I want to say good morning to Chad Acton. He got in there at the last little bit and said hello. So thanks to everyone for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you bright and early Monday morning.
That's right, Monday morning. And have a blessed day and have a blessed weekend.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by